Dear students, in this video, let us learn what is quality of water. Our main objective is to supply quality water to the public. That's what is our objective. The quality water means it should taste good and it should be odorless and it should physical quality should be good enough such, and finally it should give good health or safe health to the public. Such kind of the water we are supposed to supply. That is our main objective. That's the reason why we are supposed to study about the quality of the water. So when we are supposed to give the qualitative water, then from where we are going to collect the water, that is nothing but the source is very important. What is the source? If source water is not pure, then we are supposed to treat it and purify this, and we are supposed to supply which is of good, physically good and tastes good, and which is odorless and which is safe to the health of the human. Such kind of the pure water is going to have the two hydrogen molecules and one oxygen molecule, that is H2O. And then this H2O, it's highly difficult to find, but basically we can find the pure water from the rainfall, but by the time it reaches to the earth or the land, it's going to get contaminated. That's the reason why how it is going to get contaminated in detail we'll see in the upcoming slides. And then what is the chemically pure water that we have to manufacture? And even pure water difficult to get to find in the naturally, and even chemical, it's a very uneconomical, it is not economic, it's an expensive task. That's the reason why we are not going to go for the chemically pure water manufacturing. And then let us see the groundwater. The groundwater, it's going to travel from the rainwater, and it travels in the atmosphere and it moves on to the so many hills, soils, it transmits and stagnates some time, and then it infiltrates through the ground, and once again it travels through the inside the strata of the soil, and then that water we are going to extract, and then we can be able to supply. So when let us see very simple things here. The shallow wells, it's going to have the bacteria because it's going to passes through the soil strata. The soil strata you do contain the organic matter. That is the reason why the shallow you do have the less bacteria, and whereas the deep wells do have the more bacteria, and the streams and rivers do have the more impurities as it travels, and some of the discharges even from the sewage and the industrial wastage we do transfer it to the to the inlets of the ground. Then let us see what is the main requirements of the water for the domestic purpose, because basically whatever the water we do supply, the 50% 50 to 60% of the water we do use for the domestic, and the rest of the things we do use for the other purposes like the fire, industrial or commercial purpose and all those things. So what should be the requirements for the domestic water, the quality and all those things? Then whatever the water we do supply, it should be free from suspensions. That means any suspended particle should not be available. That means if it is suspensions is there, then if you just stand still water, just you find the water in this in the lakes or the ponds, so that it should not prepare any of the sedimentation when it is standstill such, and then it should be colorless. Generally the pure water doesn't have any color, and it should be of a sparkling clear transparent water. If you are finding it is a pure water, then it should taste good taste, because if some of the minerals can give the good taste to the water, which is good to the health also. And there should not be any odor. If it is having all other things, it's transparent, colorless, tasting good, but if it is giving odor, we can't able to take. That's the reason why there should not be any odor. And coming to the hardness part, it should be very soft. There should not be there are two different kinds of the hardnesses, and those hardnesses are nothing but the temporary hardness and permanent hardness. That also we have to see in the later classes, we can be discussing that. And it should be available freely, that means nothing but with a less cost. It should cost us very less, it should not be too much expensive, because without water we can't able to survive. And it should be enough amount, it should be abundant, like it's enough amount of the water we do required. And if it is having all these things also, there should not be any bacteria and microorganisms which harm the people. Yeah, because some objectionable organisms which will cause the epidemic kind of diseases to the human. So that's it should be free from organisms and from the bacteria. And it should be having no dissolved gases. It should have dissolved oxygen, but it should not have any dissolved gases like sulfonated hydrogen and methane, such kind of the gases which harm, give the harm to the health. And there should be enough dissolved oxygen. There should not be harmful salts in it. And then it should be there should be the enough minerals which is going to be safe. And there should not be any minerals which give the harm to the health. That the objectionable minerals should not be there, like iron, manganese, lead, arsenic and poisonous material. These are all going to give the harm to the health. That is the reason why, once again let me say, iron, manganese, lead, arsenic and radioactive metals should not be available. It's going to give these radioactive elements like radium, strontium, such kind of the things should not be there, which is going to, it is leads to the cancer. Such kind of the metal should not be available in the water. And some kinds of the scale should not be formed when it is stand still. There should not be, if you stack the water in the water tank, there won't be any scales formation has to takes place. It should be non corrosive. If it is it's a corrosive, then the anions, cations will be there, then some of the action do takes place. And it should be free from the phenolic compounds. Phenolic compounds like chlorides, fluorides, iodine, such kind of the metal compounds also should not be available. It should be free from iodine, fluoride, chloride, phenolic compounds. This is about these kind of the properties should have. And the impurities, let us see in the next video. Thank you.